Ladies and gentlemen, friends and curious minds, welcome. Now pull up a chair, get comfortable because today we are embarking on a rather fabulous journey. We're off to a place you might think you know, but I promise you, it's packed with more surprises than a magician's hat. We're heading to the brilliant, the bold, the absolutely breathtaking Estonia, a small but truly extraordinary country nestled in northern Europe. It's a land where fairy tales seem to spring to life, ancient history whispers on the cobblestones, and the future is being written in code. It's a little pocket rocket of a nation, and it's punching well above its weight on the world stage. Tonight, I'm not just going to give you a little travelogue. Oh no, we're going much deeper than that. I've got 20 mind-blowing facts lined up, each one more astonishing than the last, designed to captivate you, challenge what you thought you knew, and perhaps even inspire a little adventure of your own. We'll explore Estonia's revolutionary digital society, get lost in its enchanting landscapes, immerse ourselves in its vibrant culture, and of course, we'll talk about the undeniable beauty of its people, especially the women who are as sharp as they are stunning. It's a smorgasbord of delights, really. So I invite you to sit back, perhaps with a nice glass of something, open your minds and prepare to be utterly charmed. This isn't just a list of facts, it's an invitation to discover a country that perfectly marries the old with the new, the mystical with the modern. Let's dive into the wonder that is Estonia, shall we? It's going to be a brilliant ride, I can feel it in my bones. Let's get this show on the road. Right then, let's kick things off with something that'll make your jaw drop. Fact number 1. Estonia is one of the most advanced digital societies on the entire planet. Honestly, they're living in 2050 while the rest of us are still trying to figure out how to connect to the airport Wi-Fi. Imagine this. Nearly every single government service you could possibly need is available online 24/7. Filing your taxes takes about 3 minutes over a cup of coffee. Voting in an election? You can do it from your sofa in your pajamas. It's absolutely revolutionary, a masterclass in efficiency that makes you wonder why everyone else is lagging so far behind. And it gets even more bonkers. Estonia pioneered this thing called e-residency. It's the world's first government-issued digital identity, allowing anyone anywhere in the world to start and manage a business online based in the EU. It's like they've opened a digital door to the world saying, "Come on in, the internet's lovely." This isn't just about convenience, it's a fundamental reimagining of what a nation can be in the 21st century. They've basically taken the queues, the paperwork, the sheer faff of bureaucracy and tossed it into the digital dustbin. It's sleek, it's smart, and frankly, it's a little bit sexy. Now, from the dizzying heights of digital innovation, let's wander back in time. Fact number 2, the capital city Tallinn looks like it's been plucked straight from the pages of a Grimm's fairy tale. The old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an absolute labyrinth of delight. You've got winding cobblestone streets, magnificent medieval merchant houses painted in gorgeous pastel colors, and ancient church spires that pierce the sky. It's so perfectly preserved you half expect to see a knight in shining armor clattering around the corner, or Rapunzel letting down her hair from one of the towers. It's ridiculously charming. But here's the clever bit, the real magic of Tallinn. It's not just a museum piece, stuck in the past. It's a living, breathing city where this incredible history coexists beautifully with a buzzing modern energy. You can spend your morning exploring a 13th century cathedral and your afternoon in a slick minimalist cafe run by a tech startup founder. This blend of ancient walls and cutting-edge innovation is what makes Tallinn so utterly captivating. It's a city that honors its past while charging headfirst into the future, and it does it with such style and grace. It's history but with excellent Wi-Fi. Alright, let's step away from the city and into the wild. Fact number 3 is a breath of fresh air, literally. About half of Estonia is covered in forest. Yes, 50%. It's not just a few parks here and there, we're talking vast, sprawling woodlands that are deeply woven into the national identity. For Estonians, the forest is a sanctuary, a provider, and a playground. It's a place for quiet reflection, for foraging for berries and mushrooms, and for reconnecting with something ancient and primal. You're never more than a short drive away from getting completely and wonderfully lost in nature. These aren't just any old woods either. They are teeming with life. We're talking about a proper menagerie of creatures roaming about. Estonia is home to a healthy population of brown bears, wolves, lynx, and majestic moose. It's one of Europe's last great wildernesses. And for the adventurous soul, the possibilities are endless. You can go hiking through pristine national parks, canoeing down serene rivers, or even try your hand at bog shoeing. which is a thing, I promise you. It's a paradise for anyone who loves the great outdoors, a green lung for the soul of the country. Now for something that will twist your tongue and honestly boggle your mind. Fact number 4. The Estonian language is utterly unique in Europe and, well, wonderfully weird. Now you might look at a map and think, oh, it's near Latvia and Russia, it must be related to those. Wrong! It's not a Slavic language, it's not a Germanic language, and it's definitely not a Romance language. Instead, it belongs to the tiny exclusive Finno-Ugric family. Its only close relative in Europe is Finnish, and its distant cousin, all the way over in Central Europe, is Hungarian. So it's basically a linguistic island in a sea of Indo-European tongues. And what a language it is. It's famously tricky for outsiders to learn, with no gender, no articles, and, get this, a frankly bewildering 14 grammatical cases. To put that in perspective, English gets by with about 3. It has these beautiful long vowel sounds that give it a melodic, almost singing quality. Words can be incredibly long and the whole structure just feels wonderfully alien and exotic. It's a language that has survived against all odds, a testament to the fierce pride and resilience of the Estonian people. It's not just a way of communicating, it's a cultural treasure chest. From ancient words to modern beats. Fact number 5. Estonia has a surprisingly rich and vibrant digital music scene, especially when it comes to electronic music. You might not think of this small Baltic nation as a hub for thumping bass lines and synthesized melodies, but you'd be mistaken. There's a real creative energy bubbling away, with countless producers, DJs, and festivals that are gaining international acclaim. They've taken their digital prowess and channeled it into creating sounds that are innovative, atmospheric, and honestly, utterly danceable. It's a scene that's as cool and forward-thinking as the country itself. And it's not just underground clubs either. Estonian artists are making waves on the global stage. Take someone like Curly, for instance, with her unique bubblegoth style, or the powerful, soul-stirring compositions of classical composer Arvo Pärt, who is actually one of the most performed living composers in the world. There's a real diversity and a high level of artistry here. Whether it's the hypnotic rhythms of a Tallinn nightclub or the sublime beauty of a choral piece, music is a powerful force in Estonia, connecting its folk traditions with a very modern, very digital pulse. Let's set sail for our next fact, number 6. While the mainland is a wonder, Estonia is also an archipelago. This country is home to over 2,000 islands and islets scattered across the Baltic Sea. 2,000. That's an incredible number. Each one has its own distinct character, its own little world just waiting to be discovered. Many are tiny and uninhabited, little more than rocky outcrops for seals and seabirds, but the larger ones are absolute gems, offering a glimpse into a slower, more traditional way of life that feels wonderfully removed from the hustle of the mainland. The 2 biggest and most famous are Saaremaa and Hiiumaa. Think rustic windmills, charming thatched roof houses, ancient stone churches, and a coastline dotted with quirky, old-fashioned lighthouses. It's like stepping into a different era. Life here moves at a different pace, governed by the seasons and the sea. You can cycle along quiet country roads, explore crumbling medieval castles, and feast on smoked fish bought straight from the local fishermen. It's the perfect escape, a place to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with the simple, beautiful rhythm of island life. Now for something truly epic, a spectacle of national pride that will give you goosebumps. Fact number 7. Estonia is home to the song and dance celebration, or Laulupidu. This isn't just a little village fete. It's a gigantic festival, a national institution so important it's recognized as a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage. Held every 5 years in Tallinn, it brings together thousands upon thousands of performers for a massive celebration of Estonian culture, identity, and unity. The scale of it is simply staggering. Imagine this, a choir made up of over 30,000 people singing in perfect harmony on a purpose-built stage. Their voices swell together, a powerful wave of sound that washes over an audience of more than 100,000. It's an incredibly moving and potent experience. This tradition was a crucial part of their singing revolution, a peaceful resistance against Soviet rule where song became a weapon of defiance. It's more than just a concert. It's a living, breathing symbol of the nation's soul and its hard-won freedom. It's the Estonian spirit, made audible. Let's move from song to the written word. Fact number 8 is a testament to the Estonian mind. The country has one of the highest literacy rates in the world, consistently hovering at a staggering 99.8%. That's practically everyone. This isn't a recent development. A deep love for books and learning has been ingrained in the culture for centuries. Education is incredibly highly valued, seen not just as a path to a good job, but as a fundamental part of being a well-rounded, thoughtful human being. It's a society that truly believes in the power of knowledge. This emphasis on education fuels the country's creativity, and of course, its famous innovative spirit. You don't become a digital powerhouse by accident. It starts in the classroom, with a system that encourages critical thinking, problem-solving, and a lifelong love of learning. Libraries are cherished community hubs, and you'll find that Estonians are generally a well-read, curious, and intellectually engaged bunch. This commitment to education is the bedrock upon which modern Estonia is built, proving that the pen, or perhaps the keyboard, really is mightier than the sword. Right, back to the future we go. Fact number 9. Estonia is often called the Silicon Valley of Europe, and for very good reason. For a country with a population of just 1.3 million people, its impact on the tech world has been monumental. This place is a veritable hotbed of innovation, a startup factory that has produced more successful tech companies per capita than almost anywhere else on Earth. There's a real can-do entrepreneurial spirit in the air, a belief that a good idea and a bit of code can genuinely change the world. And they have the track record to prove it. You've almost certainly used Estonian technology without even realizing it. Does the name Skype ring a bell? Of course it does. It was born right here, created by a team of clever Estonian developers. And that was just the beginning. Companies like Wise, formerly TransferWise, Bolt, and Pipedrive are all Estonian unicorns, startups valued at over $1 billion. The government actively fosters this culture with minimal red tape and maximum support, making it one of the best places in the world to launch a new tech venture. It's a small nation with very, very big ideas. Let's turn up the heat for fact number 10. In Estonia, a sauna is not just a luxury, it's a way of life. Sauna culture is deeply, deeply embedded in the national psyche. It's a tradition that goes back centuries and is about so much more than just getting a good sweat on. The sauna is a sacred place. It's where families and friends gather to relax, to socialize, to talk about life, and even to conduct business deals. It's a place for physical and spiritual cleansing, a ritual that's an essential part of the weekly routine for many Estonians. And they take it very seriously. A proper Estonian sauna experience involves intense heat, followed by a good thrashing with a bundle of birch or oak twigs called a vite to get the circulation going. Then, traditionally, you'd run out and plunge into a freezing cold lake or roll around in the snow in winter. I know it sounds absolutely mad, but they swear by it. There are even special smoke saunas in southern Estonia which have their own unique traditions and are also on the UNESCO heritage list. It's a powerful, invigorating, and quintessentially Estonian experience. Now let's be delicate about this, but it's a fact that many visitors notice, so we must address it. Fact number 11. Estonia is renowned for its beautiful women. Now beauty is subjective, of course, but there's a certain look, often tall, blonde, with striking blue eyes, that is very common and, let's be honest, very easy on the eye. It's not for nothing that Estonia has had remarkable success in international beauty pageants and the modeling industry. There's a natural, understated elegance that is incredibly captivating, but it would be a massive disservice to stop at physical appearance. The beauty of Estonian women goes so much deeper than that. They are famously intelligent, well-educated, and independent. In a country that champions digital innovation and gender equality, you'll find women leading in business, politics, science, and the arts. They carry a quiet confidence and a strong sense of cultural pride. They are the descendants of a resilient people, and they possess a strength and depth of character that is, in itself, profoundly beautiful. It's the combination of brains, beauty, and backbone that is truly remarkable. For fact number 12, let's talk about something that gives everyone peace of mind. Estonia is one of the safest countries in Europe. It boasts incredibly low crime rates, making it a wonderfully relaxed and secure place to live and to visit. You can wander through the medieval streets of Tallinn late at night or hike through a remote national park with a genuine sense of safety. This isn't something to be taken for granted in the modern world, and it contributes enormously to the high quality of life that people enjoy here. This sense of security is built on a foundation of social trust, a strong community spirit, and of course, that efficient, transparent digital society we talked about. When things just work, and people trust the systems around them, it fosters a calm and orderly environment. For travelers, it means you can let your guard down a little, and really immerse yourself in the experience without constantly worrying about your wallet, or your well-being. It's a peaceful, welcoming country where the biggest danger is probably wanting to stay forever. Let's talk about the weather, shall we? Because fact 13 is that Estonia's climate offers 4 truly distinct and beautiful seasons, each with its own unique charm. It has a temperate climate, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's boring, far from it. The country undergoes a complete transformation throughout the year, offering a completely different experience depending on when you visit. The summers are typically mild and pleasant, with long, light-filled evenings, the famous white nights that are perfect for festivals and outdoor living. Then comes autumn, which sets the forests ablaze in spectacular shades of gold, red, and orange. It's a photographer's dream. Winter is when the real magic happens. It can be genuinely cold, with the country often blanketed in a thick layer of pristine snow, turning the landscape into a winter wonderland straight out of a storybook. And just when you think you can't take any more cold, spring bursts forth with melting ice, birds returning, and the whole country reawakening in a flush of green. Each season has its own poetry, its own magic. We've touched on this already, but it deserves its own moment in the spotlight. Fact 14. For such a small country, Estonia is impressively rich in UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It's not just about having one pretty town. It has cultural and scientific treasures that are considered important to all of humanity. The most famous, of course, is the historic center of Tallinn, which we've raved about. Its exceptional preservation as a medieval Northern European trading city makes it a truly world-class destination, a jewel in UNESCO's crown. But there's another, more unusual site that Estonia shares with 9 other countries. It's called the Struve Geodetic Arc. Now stay with me. This is a chain of survey triangulations stretching from Norway to the Black Sea, established in the 19th century to measure the exact size and shape of the Earth. It was a monumental scientific achievement for its time, a kind of 19th century GPS. Estonia has 3 station points from this historic survey. It perfectly encapsulates the Estonian character, a country that cherishes its medieval past while also celebrating its role in the grand history of science and measurement. Considering our first fact, this next one should come as no surprise. Fact 15. Estonia has become a thriving hub for the digital nomad community. With the rise of remote work, people who can do their job from anywhere with a laptop are flocking to Estonia, and it's easy to see why. First and foremost, the internet is lightning fast, reliable, and practically everywhere. It's considered a basic human right here, like water or air. For someone whose livelihood depends on a stable connection, that's a massive, massive draw. But it's more than just good Wi-Fi. The country actively welcomes remote workers with a special digital nomad visa, making it legally straightforward to live and work there for up to a year. Add to that the high quality of life, the affordable cost of living compared to other European tech hubs, the safety, the beautiful nature, and the vibrant English-speaking community in cities like Tallinn and Tartu, and you have the perfect recipe for a nomad paradise. It's a country that understands the future of work and has rolled out the digital welcome mat for the world. Let's get back to the green heart of the country. Fact 16. Estonia has a deep, almost spiritual connection to nature, which translates into a strong focus on sustainability. This isn't some new, trendy corporate buzzword for them, it's an intrinsic part of their culture. Having lived off the land for centuries, there's a profound respect for the forests, the bogs, and the sea. This respect is now being channeled into modern, forward-thinking environmental policies. They see the value in preserving their greatest asset, their pristine natural environment. Estonia is making significant strides in renewable energy, with wind farms dotting the coastline and an increasing use of biomass from its vast forests. There's a huge emphasis on conservation, with nearly a quarter of the country's territory being protected land. You'll find a culture of recycling, foraging, and embracing eco-friendly living that is genuine and widespread. They understand that their digital future must be built on a sustainable foundation, proving that you can be a high-tech society without losing touch with the earth. Every country's flag tells a story, but Estonia's is particularly poignant. Fact 17. The Estonian flag, a simple tricolor of blue, black, and white, is a powerful symbol of freedom and independence. The meaning behind the colors is beautiful and deeply felt. The blue represents the sky, the lakes, and the sea of Estonia, and also symbolizes loyalty and faith. The black represents the soil of the homeland, the dark forests, and also the sorrows of the Estonian people throughout their often difficult history. And the white? The white represents the snow that covers the land in winter, the light of the summer nights, and most importantly, the pursuit of enlightenment and happiness. This flag was first consecrated in 1884 by university students and became a symbol of national identity during their struggle for independence. It was banned during the Soviet occupation, and to fly it was an act of defiance. When Estonia regained its freedom in 1991, the sight of this blue, black, and white flag being raised once more over Tallinn was an incredibly emotional moment, a symbol that the nation's spirit had never been broken. Let's talk about food, because honestly a journey isn't complete without it. Fact number 18. Estonian cuisine is unique, delicious, and deeply connected to the seasons and the land. You might not know what to expect, but hey, prepare to be pleasantly surprised. Traditional Estonian food is hearty, wholesome peasant fare, really designed to see you through a cold winter. Think dark rye bread, a national obsession and absolutely divine, along with pork, potatoes, and all sorts of things pickled, smoked, or salted. Dishes like verreworst, which is blood sausage, and salt, or jellied pork, are beloved classics. But just like everything else in Estonia, the food scene has evolved. While they cherish their traditional roots, a new generation of talented chefs in Tallinn and beyond are creating a modern Estonian cuisine. They're taking those classic local ingredients, wild game, foraged mushrooms, fresh berries, Baltic fish, and reimagining them in creative and sophisticated ways. The result is a fantastic blend of old and new, where you can have a rustic, traditional meal one night and an elegant, innovative tasting menu the next. It's comforting, it's creative, and it's utterly delicious. Let's delve into the myths of the past for fact number 19. Estonia has an incredibly rich and honestly enchanting tradition of folklore and mythology. Before Christianity arrived, the ancient Estonians had a pagan belief system that was deeply connected to nature. They believed that spirits lived in the trees, the rocks, and the water. This ancient worldview has survived in a vast collection of folk songs, legends, and epic poems that have been passed down through generations. It's a magical, mystical side to the country that still kind of whispers through the forests and bogs. The cornerstone of this is the national epic, the Kalevi Poeg, or the Son of Kalev. It's a sprawling tale about a mythical giant king who carves out the Estonian landscape, battles enemies, and even travels to the ends of the earth. The stories are filled with mythical creatures, wise old singers, and a sense of wonder that really speaks to the nation's soul. This deep well of folklore gives Estonian culture a unique and mysterious flavor. It's a reminder that beneath the slick digital surface, there is an ancient, magical heart still beating strong. And so we arrive at our final fact, number 20. And it's one filled with hope. The future of Estonia looks incredibly bright. When you put all the pieces together, the innovative spirit, the digital society, the fierce independence, the commitment to education, and the deep respect for nature, you get a picture of a country that is perfectly positioned for the challenges of the 21st century. They have proven time and again that size is no barrier to impact. They are not just adapting to the future, they are actively building it. This is a nation of problem solvers. They look at challenges, whether it's bureaucracy, national security, or climate change, and they ask, how can we use technology and smart thinking to create a better solution? This forward-looking mindset, combined with a strong, resilient national identity, makes Estonia one of the most exciting countries to watch in Europe. They are a small nation, yes, but they are a nation of giants when it comes to vision, ambition, and the sheer will to create a better, smarter, and more sustainable world for the generations to come. The story of Estonia is far from over. In many ways, it's just beginning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. 20 little windows into one of Europe's most fascinating and surprising nations. And believe me when I say we have only just scratched the surface of Estonia's wonders. It's a country that defies easy labels and rewards the curious at every turn. From its breathtaking landscapes and deep-rooted cultural traditions to its revolutionary digital society and of course, its truly remarkable and beautiful people, Estonia is a place that captures both the head and the heart. It's a complex and compelling story of resilience and rebirth. If this journey has sparked even a flicker of interest, I urge you to consider Estonia for your next adventure. Whether you want to travel through its fairy tale cities, study in its world-class universities, or launch the next global tech giant from a cafe in Tallinn, this country has something extraordinary to offer. It is a place where the ancient and the avant-garde don't just coexist. They dance together in a harmonious and beautiful blend of tradition and innovation. It's a glimpse of a future that still honors its past. Thank you so much for joining me on this little expedition. I hope you've been as captivated by this Baltic gem as I have. May your own travels be filled with discovery, and may you always stay curious. Until next time, take care, and may all your adventures be inspired ones. Good night.